I'm Carolyn Hancock, and this is Letters from Japan. And I'm happy to say that on Christmas Eve, Saturday, December 24, 1994, everything ski was perfect, and the kind of everything goes perfect day you hope for. After our experiences with bus and taxi, we timed our breakfast to make the morning bus at 7:30. The earliest breakfast is 7 o'clock, so it was a little bit of a rush. The train station is like an old-timey rural depot. One room is the waiting room. It has a kiosk, which is like a newspaper, candy, cigarettes, snacks booth. Next to it is the noodle stand. Quick, warm bowls of soba, Japanese noodles filled with a hot broth and different delicacies. In the middle of the room is an open heater. Chairs back to back in a square around the heater. Just as Bill starts to sit down, an ancient Japanese man who was sitting facing the heater turned around to Bill and said, "Good morning," and shook Bill's hand for 5 minutes. For another 15 minutes, this gentleman made sporadic conversation with Bill. The impression you get is that it has been many years since he spoke English, and he has to think of the correct English word, roll it around in his mind a few times, and finally say it out loud. As we left to board the train, he stood and bowed us off. Many bows. What a wonder. Off to Goryutumi, listed as having some of the most beautiful ski views in Japan. Several women and one other skier got off at our stop, all looking to be in their 60s. There was nothing at the station indicating where to go next, but the other people were loading up into a van, which we thought might be a shuttle bus of some kind. When we started toward the van, the skier said he was sorry, but this was not a bus. We apologized and started to trudge away when he called back and said, "They said this is a private car, but if there is room, you may go with them. They go to Hakuba 47. There, maybe you can get a taxi to Goryotumi." Well, they crowded themselves into the van, making room for us and giggling. After an awkward pause in the van, I told the man, "Thank you, and you speak very good English." All these Japanese ladies laugh and talk. The man translates that. They say all they understood was "thank you" and "very good." It was one of those times you feel warm and comfortable around people. After so much difficulties the last 2 days, these people were doing us a favor and enjoying it. They tell us Hakuba 47 now has a trail linked with Goryutumi on the same lift ticket. Luck gets better. With many thanks from us, the ladies disappear. The man helps us get a lift ticket and also disappears. Hakuba 47 has a new nice gondola, which we board, still in our snow boots. We went into the lodge at the top of the gondola to suit up, in the midst of which appears a little old lady with cups of coffee. She's one of the ladies from the van, bringing us complimentary coffee. It turns out most everyone working at the two resorts is old, unlike in the States where the staff is young and pretty. Also, unlike the States, we left our street gear in a bag on the deck of the lodge with full knowledge it would not be stolen. The Heineken promo team was dispensing free beer, so now, with coffee and beer, we are ready to tackle the slopes. And what a place of beauty it was. Hakuba 47 was not on my list of places to go, but it might have turned out to be the best. Nice runs, no crowd, good lifts, good snow, loose on top. We finished Hakuba 47 with its long run, a burner of a long one, but fantastic view at the top and a wonderful run down. After lunch, we took the connecting run to Gora Utumi, everything I had hoped it would be. About 2:30, I was tired out. Poor old knees couldn't handle much more. We had skied almost all the trails and decided to go back the next day and, for now, try to make the transit timetable back to the hotel. Just to eliminate the suspense, we did it. With a free bus to train station, just time for a Coke before the 4 o'clock train. The train is due to arrive in Omachi at 4:30 sharp. The bus to the hotel is scheduled to leave Omachi at 4:30 sharp. We make a plan. I'm going to be the runner, and Bill will be the pack horse and carry all the gear. As the train slides into the station at 4:29.5 p.m., I'm determined to get off quickly. As the train slows, I frantically try to open the doors, but no luck. Bill says I have to wait until the train stops and releases the doors. Finally, the train stops. The doors are released. I fling the door open and dash madly down the platform, up the stairs, across the tracks, down the stairs, through the ticket gate, throwing my ticket to the station master, and run wildly out the front door. The bus is leaving on the other side of a street, a park, another street. Can I make it? I ran ahead of where he was going, luckily slowed by a red light. He reluctantly opened the door for the crazed-looking gaijin, and I took one step in, leaning backward so he can't close the door. He kept rolling anyway, but I was pleading and pointing toward an invisible husband who finally appeared, toting all our ski gear. Now the husband has to cross the same street, Park Street, safely on the bus. We grinned in self-congratulations. Our hotel is the last stop on the route, so upon departing, we use our most courteous English to thank the driver and sumimasen of ourselves, apologizing. As usual, we are greeted outside the door. Inside, we are given our dinner and breakfast coupons. Tonight, Bill suggested we use the big separate onsens. Agreeable person that I am, I say okay, not having a clue his real reason was to Christmas shop. So, with a room full of Japanese ladies, all of us sitting on our little stools, we pre-bathe so we can get in the hot spa. I chose the outdoor spa. Funny experience, as I walked down the steps, the Japanese ladies had been somewhat scattered about in the onsen. They very quickly gathered into more of a circle, a kind of closing ranks on the foreigner. But the hot water, surrounded by snow, was a wonderful experience by itself. Back in the rooms, and presents are laid out on my pillow. Now I know what Bill was doing during my leisurely bath. A musical jewelry box playing My Way. The rooms surround a large courtyard, which has a big lighted Christmas tree. The lobby and hall to the dining room are full glass, so our day is about to end with watching kids play in the snow and have a snowball fight, followed by another wonderful dinner. On Christmas Day, 1994, back to Gora Utumi, but it's windy, cold, foggy, snowing, not much fun, short day of skiing, let's go home. Grateful to have had yesterday. Just reverse the beginning of the trip and we know the rest. It surely was a Christmas to remember here on Monday, December 26, 1994, as Bill and I returned from my skiing trip today, riding all night on the bus. Bill went to work and I had 4 students. I was able to go to the children's home for an hour between students and caught their Christmas play, which was amazing. In Japan, the same angels on high, shepherds, wise men, Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, all in Japanese language, with a choir yet. My friends called later, repeating the high praise a professional Japanese painter, and according to them, famous, had for my painting Shioto. The home had framed it and apparently put it in a prominent place. I leave you with my thought for the day. They happen when you are not looking. That perfect day and generous people. Wait for them. Thanks for listening, and please be your generous self and let your friends know about Letters from Japan.